runs. He's got 102. One of the notes in the last BPL. But tell you what, he will be very worried with what the bowlers are achieving. Unbelievable. 3 overs, 8 for 4. But some kind of record, one might happen even sooner.
It is up for grabs, that's for sure. Some sort of record is up for grabs, yeah. Look at the celebration. High fives. I'll tell you what, as a batsman or as a batting unit, you'll be thinking, good Lord, where are we going in this? It's not the surface that's doing them. I reckon now it's just low in confidence. It's become a mental touch.
The crowd's got absolutely quiet. Understandably so. I've been shocked into... I can't believe their eyes. What is going on in the middle? What is the home team doing? You'd expect them coming here to Sylet and doing much better than they did in the Dhaka phase. But right at this moment, despite trying to smile, and tell you what, they are, well, I'm trying to find a shirt. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, perhaps a state of shock. Everyone is just shouting the names or the words they can come up with. All are in a state of shock, put it that way. 8 or 4.
Wahab has come on and at last some bat on ball and a single. Wahab Riaz replacing Mahdi Hassan. Would you believe it? Mahdi Hassan taking those 3 wickets has been replaced.
Well, I've always said, you know, he looked good for me from Dhaka, from the first game that I saw him bowling. You could see the prospects from the young guy. And yes, it's expected. And when you're presented with the conditions that will suit your bowling, you have to show it as well. You've got to land it in the right place for you to pick up those wickets. So credit to him, he's done exceptionally well. Wahab Riaz, when you're thinking that your problems are done, you got him as well to sort out, deal with.
But why isn't Mahdi Hassan not bowling another over? Just bowled 1 over, took 3 wickets, won a hat trick, broke the back of the other team. Can't understand this at all.
We think different. Yeah, I do agree though. Have a look at that. That tells the story. What you're going on about, Shamim. It becomes a lot easier facing seamers. And I did say earlier, it's a good option to have the spinners bowling now before the ball gets a little bit soapy, gets a little bit wet. It's going to be harder for spinners to grip when the ball has been beaten around with the G factor as well. That will come into play.
Well, the experience was that's Tommy Ball just chomping away and pretty happy with what's transpired. Little tuck away, much more easier to negotiate the line. I don't understand, inexplicable the reason why he changed the bowling. Guy who got 3 wickets in his first over had the other team in a lot of trouble. He eases things with Wahab Riaz in the attack.
Yeah, the game gets a little bit easier when you're facing seam up. But he is the problem. When I'm facing seamers, the game gets a lot easier. You can just nudge it around. He's the pick of the bowlers. Minutes. Look at those figures. 1 over, 5 runs, and 3 wickets. Just have a think about that one.
I'm still thinking. I'm still thinking he's not injured or anything, and you don't see any reason why he's not bowling his second over. It's gone given a little bit of respite to the other team, which should not have happened. There you see once again drifting down leg side and half a stop there. Thrown through for 1, well done. Shahid Afridi still throwing himself about. It eases the pressure. You just have to go for the jugular, don't you?
Yeah, good fielding in the end. It's definitely safe. 3 runs or 2. And back to your point, why Mahedi is in bowling. What usually happens, he's come in and he's done a tremendous job. So you shouldn't stick to the game plan. Go on with what's going well for you. And they'll 15 for 4.
গাজী পানি পাম্প গ্রামে সস্তা
কৃষকের আস্থা
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ।
গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম। গাজী প্রধান, গাজী সেরা।
Wickets 4, 5, 5, 8. The 4 wickets to absolute tatters. The Sylet Sixers at the moment. Huge job in the middle for Liton Dash and Shabir Rahman to just rectify the mistakes or the negatives that have gone ahead. Another bowler on view. This is Liam Dawson, slow left arm from Ispani Mirzapur end. 103 wickets in the kitty so far, so he's no mean person with the ball. And sure he'd like to get into the act too. So not even change of ends for Mahdi. Just in case you're wondering, he's rested for 1 over. Leans back, a little uppish, but straight to the fielder.
Yeah, well, I'm with you on that one, Shamim. I would like to see Mahedi coming back on the attack because he's created problems. And these two teams, they're facing each other a second time. Have a look at that spin. So you got to bring spinners from both ends, surely. And my point is, from what I was trying to say earlier on, is you may have a plan on paper, but when you go out there on the field as a captain, stick to what's working for you as a unit.
Why not carry on? If it didn't work and it was changed, that would be understandable. Kept on holding its line, got a bit of an inside part of the bat. Very tentative there from Liton Dash.
Yeah, you would have been fortunate on that occasion getting a thick inside edge. Looking to spin the ball, but that one did not spin at all. Played it well in the end, playing it in front of your pad.
Was giving it a good grip, and you'd expect the ball to get some purchase. But as a bowler, I think you don't even know whether this ball's going to carry on. If it's landing on the seam, it'll grip, it'll turn. If it lands on the side, it's going to just go on skidding onto the batter. Oh, uppish, and I think he's gone. He is indeed. Just a half push forward, not going through with a shot, and it's been picked up. Another one bites the dust.
What just happened there? He stood his ground, Liton Dash. He's not going anyway, and the umpires are going to have a talk. I think the umpires are going to take it upstairs. Yeah, pretty sure what happened.
Was it a bump ball? I think that's the only thing that can save him. Did it bump right in front after it hit the bat, or did it fall in front of the fielder before the catch was taken? They're having a chat about it. They seem pretty relaxed, the two batsmen.
Oh, well, the death decision is pending and will give us the right answer here. Let's have a look. No problem with it whatsoever. And we're going to move on to the next frame, which will tell us exactly what actually happened. Did it carry? Is the question. Well, can't really tell with that. This will be difficult. It does not look like it carried though. From here and also with the naked eye, you can't tell whether it carried or not. A close-up look, give us the right answer.
The decision was taken. I don't think they got a decision. Original decision was out. That's what I thought. Now you've got to have enough evidence, strong evidence to overturn that. Unless they're pretty sure that it bounced, it might go. Yeah, from that it seems to be out. You see the little bit of daylight or evening light between the ball and the ground there as he grips his fingers around it.
Well, from the other angle, it looked like it carried all the way. But from this angle, it's quite difficult to tell whether it actually carried all the way or not. And remember, the original decision was out. So it has to be a conclusive decision to overturn it. If not, it stays on was.
veteran Alakapali comes in at a position of strife for his team now. Hardly seen this happen for a long time. 15 for 5 into the last ball of the
Wahab Riaz, and look at them go.
two slip and a gully in for Dawson. And turn. Well, he's going forward and it's past his bat. What an incredible 5 overs we have had going forward and it's past his bat. What an incredible 5 overs we have had. At the end of that, it's 15 for 5.
কৃষকের আস্থা
half the side out for just 15. Extraordinary. And they've only had 5 overs, so still want to go on the power play. Way things are shaping up. Here's Mohammed Shafferton. He's a couple of overs under his belt. Shafferton. Let's see how he goes. Getting another crack here, and I tell you what, it'll be very bizarre. But then you look at this utter in terms of spinners with a proud new scene, Jew factor, and it is going rather sweetly off the straight for the spinners.
Yeah, having a look at the first match, low scoring affair, 128 being defended by Khulna Titans, getting on the points table. It's a slower delivery. Goes through the batsman. It just looks like that they're having trouble picking up the line and the length, especially of the spinner. What a start this is for the Victorians. 15 for 5. They've picked up 5 wickets, and would you believe it? They've also bowled 2 maiden overs already. This is just incredible stuff. And you kind of feel sorry for Sylet Sixers because they're playing the first match at home. And look at the crowd. The crowd have come in big numbers. Stunned silence, pin drop silence in the stadium at the moment. They simply cannot believe what has happened so far. Look at that. They've really come in big numbers to see their home team. But they must be very disappointed in.
এই তোমরা মা আপনি কোথায় বাবুর জন্য এনেছি কুসুম ওরে আমার সোনা বাবু লক্ষ্মী বাবুটা
Indeed. No demons in the pitch. Danny Morrison.
Only played in all of November and into early December when it was so much warmer. So I felt the pitch when I went out there prior to the coin toss, so much colder. The sun having gone, and it's the middle of winter. Big names, no runs tonight. Warner, Fletcher, Das, Hussain and Nicholas Poran. All very, very talented individuals. There's the power play done and dusted at 16.
যে কোনো মার্কেট অরিজিনালটা হয়তো না
গাজী চা নিরাপদ পথ চলা
Because the end of the batting power play, it's to fall. It wasn't a great option, as you say, Atu. It's discussing poor selection. That one down the wrong line. I mean, the class of Warner missed it by a country mile. That's just early on in your innings, and yeah, a little bit lazy. It's come back nicely. Lovely length, shaping enough. And then just in the air, courtesy of Liam Dawson with that little bit of purchase. But yeah, everything just a bit, I don't know, a bit lackadaisical. Not really focused enough. The home side. And that's the last one to go. Easy as you like.
Again, sharp turn. So what does the coach say to the team when he sees his team at this position? Look at that turn. But if you lose so many wickets, 5 in the possible to come back, and it's difficult.
Well, you talk about power plays and lowest totals in the Bangladesh Premier League. The joint ones, 15 for 3. Marshall Burners versus the Kulna Royals. That was back in the first edition in 2012. And that's missing. Oh, it's not! He says it's out! There comes the dreaded index finger, and I'm with you. I really am with you, because I think that was sliding. Shabir with those eyes says it all.
It's a dangerous option to play a sweep against the spin. Should be looking to hit down the ground. Instead trying to play the horizontal sweep shot. He's been adjudged LBW of the bowling of Liam Dawson. Shabir Rahman goes for 6. 16 for 6.
পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সবসময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক। গাজীর প্রথম, গাজীর সেরা। বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ।
Time for the all-rounder. Snail Tanvir. Extraordinary career. Look at that, over 300 matches now. Almost 2,200 runs. Couple of half centuries and 60 not out. That was Caribbean Premier League. Last man out. Shabir. Just skidded a bit. With a shout that it's straightened enough, that's question.
Yeah, I think in the what we just saw, the replay, it looked a lot more closer than the one that we saw earlier. Yeah, in the real time, it looked like that. I was just mentioning that. What was the coach telling the batsman? After 7, it's 17 for 6.
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ। আগাগোড়া মজবুত, বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ।
গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম। গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা।
নিরাপদ হোক পর্যায়ে।
4 for 1, 5, 5 for 3, 8 for 4. And doesn't stop there. 15 for 5 and 16 for 6. Well, he's back. He picked up 3 wickets for 5 runs in his very first over. He removed from the attack. Surprised a lot of people up here. But in what you've seen so far, the other bowlers have also managed to pick up wickets. Yeah. That is the problem. On the leg side. Folder wide.
It's been a BPL of bowlers getting right in amongst us. It really has been shared. There's not so much. Yeah, look, there's been the odd big performance, sure. Forfers. Yeah, they'll have to get 5 for. So certainly there's been a few forfeits, but yeah, lots of 3s and 2s and 1s. That is a peach. Really is. And of course, these conditions, I'm saying at this time of the year, but proud seam, of course, only 20 overs and the ball is going to last, clearly. Look at that. Hard new seam. And the odd one like that just doesn't come on. So difficult, but he's found a bit of a gap here as Tanvir, and I think that'll be 4. Yeah. A little bit messy in the field.
তো লাগছে এটা
এই তোমরা শোনো হ্যাঁ বাবুর জন্য এনেছি
কনফিউশনে আসলো
কুসুম
সাইফুদ্দিনও কনফিউশনে ছিল আর ইয়াও কনফিউশনে ছিল
Messy in the field.
Mohammad Sylet. The ball was in his hand when he slided in at the skirtings. Yeah. You were at the toss. Did Warner also wanted to bowl?
Yeah, absolutely. I just think, again, it was coming back to this time of the year. Certainly not sizzling hot like those. It was rather chilly. Night fixtures, the 6th edition. Oh, another big shot. Gone, yeah, just bowling straight. The batsman here from the Sixers, playing down the wrong line and missing big time.
It's a question of the batsman not picking up the right line, not just the batsman in question. So now he's just missed that completely playing down the wrong line. Once again, trapped in front. Another wicket falls. Another wicket goes. Sohail Tanvir goes for 5. Sylet 6 is 7 down for 22.
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট মালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ আগাগোড়া মজবুত বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম গাজী প্রথম গাজী সেরা
পরে মানুষ ক্যালোরিগুলো খুঁজে না ইউটিউবে
Read the scoreline. Come out and face the music. Ahead of him have been doing this occasions, getting bowled or getting out LBW. 4 for 10 for Mahedi Hassan. Brilliant bowling and deserves all these high fives.
হ্যাঁ
চিটাগংয়ের খেলা
4 for 10 for the sizzling and hot Mahedi Hassan.
খেলা হইতেছে
He's on fire. He's only bowled 1.4 overs and has picked up 4 to the back foot.
মাঠে খেলা হইতেছে
It is skidding on and turn and bounce. Good toss to win for the Victorians. Really good toss to win. After 8, 22 for 7.
গাজি স্টোভ কিচেনের পারফেক্ট পার্টনার
Quite incredible.
ভালোবাসার সুন্দর গল্পগুলো সুন্দর কিছুতে গাজী সিং যে সুন্দর করে সংসারটা
The Sylet Sixers. Comilla Victorians. Oh, and it's time for Boom Boom.
Coming at the score of 22 for 7. 312 wickets for Shahid Afridi. Twice picking up the Man of the Match award this edition. and he'll be a very difficult customer.
Yeah, comes on for Liam Dawson, so it's spin, spin, and more spin. This drags us down, and that'll be a challenge for the fielder who will not win it. So there's the fourth boundary. Only.
The finger spinner Mehdi Hassan bowled well by the wrist spinner.
সিলেক্ট তো ভালোই প্লেয়ার টানছে
Comes on a little bit quicker because he bowls at good pace.
এত খারাপ
He hits that away from the fielder a little bit finer. Bali picks up a boundary.
The other thing it tells you is that this has only been 4 boundaries. Consecutive boundaries for Alakapala.
He bowls with, it does come a little bit quicker. Gets onto the bat nicely. And all you have to do is to make sure that you play and try to find the gaps. First one was a short put over. This is deft touch. Very good shot from Alok Kapali. Big gap in that direction. Plays it nicely. Just opening the face of the bat and guides it towards the third man for a boundary.
The interesting thing there, Atu, is that you've got him going away because the right-handers are in. But Liam Dawson was doing that for you as well. So I just wonder, could have again, captains will do that. Emerald Case will want to do that. But because of the extra pace, that's natural for a Freddie, whereas Dawson had got a little bit slower. They're far more orthodox, more hang time, might get a bit more purchase, bowl an arm ball or two, keep low. So, I don't know, it's easy to say from up here, of course. That's a bit of pace. Just slow it down a fraction. 9 done. 30 for 7. And Dara Al